and welcome back to another CSS battles. This one is battle number 54 and it is called Black Lives Matter. Let's dive right in and see how we can break down this problem. So obviously there's a multitude of ways you can do this, but what is jumping out at me right now is that these fingers are all in line apart from the thumb. So I'm assuming there's some sort of display flex going on here, because they're all aligned on the bottom as well, which is quite nice. So yeah, I would say display flex, so they're going to have to be in some sort of container. The thumb could be part of this container, but just positioned absolute, so it's taken out of the container. And then this leaves the palm and the wrist. Now, I could possibly use these as pseudo elements. Have the main container of divs for the fingers and thumb, and then the pseudo elements before and after will be the palm and the wrist. I think that might be the way I'm going to go about it. I think could create a second element for the palm and then have a pseudo element, or just create 3 elements here, like a div for the fingers and thumb, a div for the palm, and a div for the wrist. I think that's one possibility, but I might stick with the first one and have a before and after pseudo element. Interestingly, with the thumb, there's obviously yellow border going around, which is overlapping, so I'll need to add a border to the thumb specifically, I think, and make sure the Z index is above the palm and fingers. Is it me, or I wonder if I'll zoom in really close, is it going to look dodgy? It is quite blurry. That finger, let's try and do the straightest mouse line possible, which I don't think I can do. I don't think that finger is in line with the palm. That's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. It might be, and it might just be my dodgy eyes, to be fair. But let's go for it. So 1 div, that's what I want. Happy with that. I'm going to put all the fingers as eye tags, but I'll give the thumb probably an ID of T for thumb. I am brilliant with my naming conventions, I have to say. I'm not doing anything for the palm and the wrist because they're pseudo elements. Yeah, position relative for the div. I'll come back to the body in a second. I just want to get this div kind of in the right location. So position relative, so I can use top. Let's just give it a top of 100 pixels and a left of 100 pixels, just to give us an idea of where we're at. So what I want is this div to line up with the fingers, and obviously it is not. It's quite a bit out. It's also far too tall. So let's reduce the height to 55 pixels. Yeah, top. Let me reduce, say, 80, not 800. Okay, that's looking better. Maybe a little bit less. 75. Try 75. I might have to change that slightly. Left 150, maybe not. I want actually the size to be the same size as the palm, don't I? So it needs to be a little bit bigger than 150, 160. That's the wrong direction. And yeah, 140. Wait, what did I have it as? I had it as 160. Put it as 150. Did I have it as 160? I don't even know anymore. That might work. We'll go with that for now. Let's do the palm and the wrist. So both of these are pseudo elements before and after. Content has to be blank, position absolute. Give the background color something now, just to make it work. give it a height of 100%, see what that's like. Top, so there's a gap between the fingers and the top, so 110% maybe. And left 0, need to give it a width as well. Okay, looking, ooh. Okay, so it's definitely not as tall as the fingers. Try 60% on the height. Not quite 70. It's going to be like a lot of fiddling, I think, just making sure everything aligns nicely. I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, I'm going to do the background color because it's annoying me. So, body, background. Let's do the fingers as well, because I think the fingers are going to help me decide whether or not the main div is in the right location. Height. So the height of the div is 55 pixels. 2 of the fingers I think are that, and then 1 is bigger. I just need to put display flex on. I haven't even done that. Display flex. Align items. And I think that's right. So height 55 pixels. Width 20 pixels. Yeah. That's the wrong background color, isn't it? I like added it twice as well. 10 pixel border radius. Let's just target the thumb now and put it as position relative. Absolute, sorry. Okay, so content, right? Not really not with it today. Justify content. Space evenly, space between, space evenly or true. I think it's because of the thumb. Let's do display none for a sec. So they are lined up, but they are too tall. 45. Okay, so my div's not in the right location because there's a gap. It's not much of a gap, mind. I want the top to be. No, that's the wrong direction, isn't it? No, that's massively out now. Oops. 75 was on, wasn't I? Do 73, 72, 71. It's a little bit off. I wonder if it's because I've got margin somewhere. Let's just do the usual margin 0. Oh yeah, that's shifted things around. Okay, margin 0 has made a difference. Top needs to increase again. Start with 5. A bit more than 5. 7. A little bit more than 7, I think. Yeah, lines up nicely down the bottom. Shift, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, then left needs to increase. Put it at 50. Yeah, quite. It's just a little finger, isn't it? That's a bit weird. If I add a margin to the eye tags, would that work? Margin, that's just left, isn't it? So I want to push them to the right. So if I add margin to the left, that should work. Nice, 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 yeah, good. Okay, so next thing is to target. I'm going to target the 2 fingers, which are different sizes. Take off the background color and then work on the palm and the wrist. Then I'll go with the thumb. Okay. So I nth of type. Second one. height 50 pixels. Is it more than 50 pixels? It's more than 50 pixels. 55 pixels. Yep. And then just copy that. And of type 4, wasn't it? Yeah. So that was 30 pixels. No, 35 pixels. Looks good. Take off the background color. Well, I deleted the wrong background color. Take off this background color. Where is it? There it is. I was looking for red, not the hex code. Back to the palm and the wrist. So they've got some sort of border radius on there. Let's add that. 0, 0, because they look flat at the top. It's 10 pixels. Is that the same as what I was doing for eye? Is that enough? Okay, so it looks close, but something's not quite right there. Let's try 71. 72. Yeah, I think 72 works. That's pretty good. There's a little bit going on. I think I'll be alright. Let's go after is going to be the wrist. So the top needs to increase, the width needs to decrease and move it to the left. So top's 110, but we need to increase that, so 160% as well. Just do the width as 50% and left as 25%. Yeah. Okay, so the wrist is not the right size height-wise. And close. Can I increase the top a little bit? Because I think there may be some overlap. Is that too much? Too much. Yeah, 65. 4. I'm a bit annoyed by the outline again. Like it's just shifting ever so slightly. What can I do here? What's making it shift? I'm just gonna have a play around with. Okay, I'm gonna move on because that's gonna frustrate me. Target the thumb. Let's see what I can do here. Get rid of the display none. Transform it. Rotate 60 degrees. Left 0. Top 40 pixels. That's not quite right. We'll put the Z index on now. That's 100. First do 10. Border 5 pixels. Guessing that. I need this yellow as well. Okay, so that looks a bit weird. Why is the thumb like? Does that need to increase? Okay, so that looks better, but the thumb needs to be longer. Right, 65. Okay, top is off. Go down 30. A bit more, 25. And the left. I hate doing like transformations with rotations because everything just gets thrown off ever so slightly. Now if I increase this, it's not going to increase a lot. 2 pixels. Like it's just not quite right, is it? What's the difference? Yeah, see, that's annoying me. 2 pixels top. Is it this margin left that I've put on as well? Let's get rid of that. Better, slightly off. That's okay. 27. 27's better. I don't know if that's really doing anything. Let me test that. I want to see how close I am. Okay. No, quite there. That's 150, display flex, and space even. Happy with that. Content height, maybe put that up to 73. It's better, that's better. Yeah, 73. 73 is good there. Width, I don't know why it's going a bit weird. That's definitely that. I think width of this could increase maybe. That's, yeah, that's got to be that. This is doing my okay. There's 100%. That was annoying. So a few updates to make it 100%. Change the top to 27, left back to 2. I changed the height of these to 73%. Bit of an annoying thing there. I tried to change the width of this after div. That didn't really do much, but I changed the height and top. No, I didn't change them. I think they're fine. I didn't do anything at the margin. That's all good. That's all good. Didn't do anything there. So yeah, 73% instead of 72. I don't think I changed that. That was all fine. That's fine. That was fine. Left was 2 pixels, 27. Didn't change anything. Do I need this actually? So there is, it still annoys me that there's a slight thing. I don't even need that. Okay, yeah, so cancel. So next is to just tidy things up if you really wanted to. So that would be removing all of the spaces, but I'm not that bothered. I quite like having space between it right now because it's a bit too much code. So that is the end of the CSS battle. I found it a little bit fiddly actually with just making sure everything aligns correctly, or getting all the percentages, like 27 pixels top, that's just, it's just not nice to work with things like that. So I don't know if there's a better way to do it, where the numbers are more rounded, possibly. But that is the end of this video. Not the best battle that I've done, but I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your score was down below. Did you go about it in a different way? I would love to know, really. If you'd like to watch more videos, maybe check out this next one that is appearing on your screen now. And if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more, then please subscribe. I hope you all have a good day, and I'll catch you later.